Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 22 of Xenonauts. I'm a little bit fed up of dealing with alien bases, even though we do still have one that we need to get rid of. What I think we need to do is start getting some of these rookies on missions and try and get some of their ability points and their skill points up, because at the moment we're already starting to lose quite a few of our sort of higher ranking soldiers, and that is being a little bit problematic. So before we do anything else, we are going to hopefully get some easy UFOs to deal with. We've got some 10 engineers have arrived at Middle East. That is a good thing for us. That means we can put them straight to work and get that scatter laser finished. This is going to run through a lot of the extra cash that we have. We're already down to 90,000 and it's dropping even more quickly. Down to 60,000. Down to 50,000. No UFO activity yet. Down to 40,000. Down to 30,000. 20,000. Well, at least that is finished. Nothing really I can get the engineers to do now. I'm just going to have to leave them to it. We don't really have any money to deal with anything else. But we have completed the civilian analysis. I'm impressed, Commander. Quite how your men managed to subdue such a creature is beyond me. Now it has been safely confined in a containment tank, we've been able to perform a detailed analysis on it. The tests confirmed our initial suspicions. Civilians possess only rudimentary intelligence, have bad eyesight, and struggle to operate firearms. However, they are remarkably agile for such a hulking creature and can cover ground surprisingly quickly. They also possess astonishing regenerative abilities. Unless the creature is actually dead, it will regenerate virtually any damage sustained to its body, brain included, in a matter of minutes. This ability seems to arise from unspecialized stem cells in the civilian bloodstream, which replicate at an incredible rate and can replace complex organs such as the eyes or nerves just as easily as simpler structures such as muscle tissue. Clearly, the volume of tissue being regenerated is too great for this to be a natural process. We believe inherent regenerative abilities are being supercharged by the nanoparticles of alanium in the alien blood serum, providing a vast quantity of energy needed to rebuild the entire body parts in minutes rather than in weeks. This analysis has brought two tangible results. The first is an upgrade to our battlefield medipacks, which borrow from the alien nanotechnology to help stabilise battlefield injuries. Sadly, full-blown tissue regeneration would require decades of genetic engineering. These improved medipacks replace our previous ones and will heal at twice the rate. The second result is a summary of known civilian weaknesses, which should cause your men to inflict approximately 10% more damage when fighting these enemies. So great, so we now do a little bit more damage to the civilians. Let's get the assault plasma on the go, actually. And if we actually just look at some of our soldiers, yes, we now have advanced medipacks. Not sure if they weigh the same, certainly take up the same amount of space. Let's speed things up and see what we get. We have ourselves a UFO. Fighter wing. Let us intercept using our Condors, because that's all we have here. We haven't managed to get a Corsair built here. Got a medium UFO detected down near Area 52. We're going to intercept that. We will send the Foxtrot and the Corsair. We have a small UFO detected. We're going to intercept that and send Condor 3. Hopefully he can deal. Oh! A landing ship. We haven't had one of these before. Let's see if we can get that over land. 3 fighter wing. Let's auto-resolve that, which we did. No casualties. Brilliant. Return to base. Get some alien alloys for that. You're over land. 100% victory. Let's take you out. Took a little bit of damage, but we have, on the whole, survived. And I think we're going to go and deal with that one, actually. We haven't had a landing ship yet. Let's have a look at who we've got on board the ship. James, you have recovered, so let's get you back on board. That gives us 6. So we need 2 more people. We're still going to... Well, Miss is still coming along. Peter is out, so we need a rifleman. So I think we're going to take Astron, and we're also going to take Delicia. 2 people we haven't had yet. We need to make sure that these people are correctly armed. James, you haven't got your stuff. So you need your equipment. And everybody else is armed. Right, okay. Astron, you need... Right, what's your reflexes? 62. You are going to be our assault guy. So let's make you assault. Wolf armor. Ah, now you're a little bit overweight. We probably don't need that. Probably don't need the flashbang because I never use them. Let's take the smoke grenade off. Okay, fine. That's that sorted. Missy, you're fine. You're at 90%. Could be a little bit better. Yeah, your reflexes are less. So you're just going to be our standard rifleman. And you're overweight there. So don't want to take too much from you. Stun grenades. I try and keep medipacks on everybody because they do seem very useful. And I also think we're going to take Stephen for this one and change your role to heavy weapons. But we're going to get rid of that and we are going to give you... I think that's the scatter laser. Scatter laser, yes, there we go. And obviously you're going to need the appropriate ammunition for that weapon. Oh, we need to give you your armor back. There we go. Don't forget that. Lot of ammo, because these things do use a lot of ammo. And we are going to set this equipment as default. Okay, fantastic. So, we are going to crash site 36. Intercept with Charlie 1. It is going to be, hopefully, daytime by the time we get there. We have got ourselves a scout. I'd like to tail it overland if possible, because it'd be nice to get the recovery for it. It is overland, 100% chance of victory. That's interesting. Apparently the mission was successful, but our Condor has 0 health. We actually lost the Condor. Yet it can return to base. That's quite interesting. Crash site 37, we are just going to wipe out. Did we actually lose that Condor? Yeah, we did. That's appalling, even though we actually won the mission. We need to get rid of one of these as well. We have too many. Decommission aircraft. There we go. That'll save us a little bit more money at the end of the month. Got another UFO over here. We can certainly intercept that one. It's a medium UFO. So let us intercept that with... we don't have an awful lot here. We might be able to reach it with something from Indochina, but I'm tempted to just let it continue to fly in a little bit closer. It's landed anyway, so that's not too much of a problem. Got another one down here. That might be a bit of a problem, but we'll leave it for now. Hopefully it's not going to engage our... it's not going to engage our dropship. A little bit out of our range there. This one might be something to do with the alien base. We just don't know. Right, it's taken off again. Let's see if we can actually intercept that one. We will use our Corsair and our Foxtrot from Indochina. I mean, if they actually had better radar range, it would be within their sort of circle of influence anyway. We've got another couple of soldiers who have arrived. So let's go ahead and give them their names from... previous soldiers that we have lost. So we've got Boudwin and we also have Harry Pig. Brilliant. Okay, 2 more soldiers on the roster. We don't need to sort their equipment out just yet. We'll wait until they're in a position to need it. I'm not going to bother trying to tail that one overland. We'll just shoot it down because having it removed is better than nothing. Not sure if we can intercept this one with anything... Foxtrot can reach it, but it's 50-50 as whether or not it's going to be able to take it down. Of course, we don't have any Corsairs here at our main base. We will send the Foxtrot anyway, just to see if we can get it. And if we don't have any chance of winning, of course, we can just break it off. Yeah, 0% chance of victory, so we will just we'll just disengage and come back. We're just not in a position to deal with it. I'd sooner take the hit for not having dealt with it than to actually lose another interceptor at this point. So we are going to engage in the mission, and this is the landing ship. So I don't really have any idea what to expect. I don't know whether we're going to be up against the same sort of aliens that we have been up against in the past, or whether we're going to get something new. It could be a terror ship, so we could potentially have different things on there. One mistake that I made here is I actually haven't reshuffled my soldiers around, which is a little bit silly, but not the end of the world. We are in... we're not even right in the corner of the map. We're kind of on the edge, which is a little bit of a weird one. So we are going to have a look around the front. At least it is a daylight mission though. Right, we've got a wall there. And we've got this area covered. That's actually quite good, because now we already know that the back of the ship is safe. So that's fine. Let's start getting some people forward so we can actually have a look and see what we've got. Not a lot of cover out here, though, which is a little bit problematic. And cacti don't provide an amazing amount of cover. But they're all we've got at the moment. I think we're going to get... Oh, that's a civilian. Okay. So let us get over here, and we can put you in a position to deal with anything that might pop out from that direction. Arcane Cannon, you can go over and hide behind that. Nice bit of cover for you. James, how far? You've actually got a lot of time units, so let's get you out all the way over here. We've got some more civilians. Where there's civilians around, it's usually good, because civilians usually are an indication that there aren't any aliens too close by. Missy isn't at full health, so we do want to be careful with her, but I'm going to get her over here for a bit of extra sight. There's actually an awful lot of civilians around. I mean, this looks like some sort of military base, obviously, so they're all armed, which is really good. Yeah, that was a bit optimistic, wasn't it? Let's see if we can get you up to there. Nothing spotted yet. Can't actually duck you, so that was a bit of a silly thing. And Stephen, you're going to get to try out your new fantastical light machine gun at some point, hopefully. But let's get you there, and we will crouch you down. Let's end the turn and see what we get. Now, while we do want the civilians to survive, I'd sooner the aliens shoot at the civilians than shoot at my men. So we've already had a shot fired at a civilian. We know there's something up here just in front of this guy. Well, whatever it was, you hit it. We know roughly where it is, but it's just not close enough for us to be able to realistically see it with anything. How far am I willing to move up to have a look-see? Probably too far. It's these annoying robot guys. Shadowhawk, what's your aim like? You have a very, very 62% chance. Suppose you could take it. Good shot, sir. 70... Oh, we've actually spotted a second one. Did some damage to it, but unfortunately not an awful lot else. Stephen, maybe you could take some shots at it. It's quite a good distance away. You only have a 10% chance to hit. I'm not even sure if they can be suppressed. They can be killed, though. We are liking the scatter cannon. Can't deal with that guy, though. Now I'm a little bit worried about Delicia, that I've actually put him at risk. Let's just crouch. I think crouching is probably the safest thing we can do here, because we couldn't have got into cover anyway. Nobody else is really close enough to take a shot. I could potentially get Garrett into a shoot-worthy position. Not sure if he's going to have enough time units, though. 41 would give him a normal shot. Well, there's an awful lot of crap in the way, so you're not really going to get much of a shot anyway. So let's get you over here behind this cover. Part of me is hoping that the civilians become the targets before my guys do, but there's just no way of knowing at this point. Got another civilian over here. We found the corner of the map, which is really nice. You can get behind cover there and crouch. Everybody else, I think, is alright for the turn. So let's end the turn and see what happens. See what that other alien does. Okay, he's gone around that way, which is good because it means he's not shooting at me. Now, that just looks like a civilian, some sort of scientist or something. Now, you've got to be careful. You're moving up. You might actually get a line of sight on him. Now, I could move Delicia up, but there's little point in doing that because I won't, even if I have a line of sight on it, I won't realistically be able to shoot it from there. So I've got to be careful. I've got to start moving soldiers up closer so we can get a better look into this base. Of course, we don't know how many of these aliens are going to be around. And Astron doesn't have an awful lot of time units either, which is never great for support, but he does have relatively good reflexes. I'm actually going to withdraw Delicia back a little bit, because I don't want to end up getting shot at by that. We've also got to remember, of course, that there could be something behind this wall. We are going to have to go out there and check that out at some point. I'm just going to play it really cautiously here and end the turn, as I thought we probably will end up losing some civilians. But at least it'll put us in a position where our soldiers are safe and have full-time units. There is some building or something over here behind this wall, so we are going to have to go and check it out at some point. Okay, whatever it is, you can see it. Not sure you're actually getting any hits on it. It is a little bit of a shame that soldiers' vision isn't shared with your men, because that would make life a lot easier. Let's just move forwards a little and see if you can get your eyes on it. Yes, we've got him. There he is. So let's get Stephen to fire another volley. Wow, that scatter cannon was an investment. Not scatter cannon. Yeah, scatter laser. That scatter laser was an investment. A real investment. We've actually spotted another one now. Where have we spotted another one? Ah, you're actually on the roof. And what is that? Never seen one of those before. Can we take a shot at you with a sniper is the question. Shadowhawk. 75% chance to hit. It was hit. Didn't die. Don't have a second shot, unfortunately. Garrett, what about you? What's your chance of hitting it? 0%. You are well and truly blocked. You are a little bit too close to hit that. Is anybody else in a position where they could potentially hit it? What about you? Yeah, you're blocked by a lot of stuff. Let's just go down a little. So Garrett, if I got you over to here, 32. It's only enough for a snapshot. Sooner leave everybody in a position where they can take reaction fire than try and get up there. So we've now encountered a new type of ship and a new type of alien, neither of which I'm particularly happy about. We could potentially try and get a grenade up on the roof, although I don't think anyone's got an arm that good. I think we're just going to stay and let him come to us, which is probably a bad idea. Right, firing single shots. Seems to be some sort of sniper, which would make sense. It looks like he's got some sort of jetpack. So maybe this is the equivalent to the floater, an agile alien that can get on top of buildings, and the civilians actually take him out. Well, local forces anyway. Well, that's good. We softened him up. Now you've been suppressed. I'm relatively certain that there is another alien somewhere over here. I just don't have a line of sight on him at the moment. Probably don't want to get a line of sight on him because that'll probably be really bad for me. We do need to start getting people forwards though, so we can see what's going on. And this is always very, very risky. You have whenever I get new soldiers these days, they always seem to have really low time units. It's just not funny. Let's start to get some more of our people with aim up closer. You're not really going to be able to take a shot this turn, but at least you're probably in a better position to deal with something on the next turn. We are going to leave Stephen there, I think. We're going to get Arcane Cannon further forwards a little. And we can crouch. And we're going to get Shadowhawk in what is probably a slightly better sniping spot. And crouch. Yeah, I think we'll end the turn then, see what happens. Okay, well at least he was firing at the civilian, not at me, although the second shot might be at me. Amazed that it managed to see the civilian, but I couldn't see the alien, because technically I should have been closer there. So that is very strange. I don't really want to poke my head around the corner too much, because if it is behind here, I haven't really got anybody that can deal. Let's get James up a little bit further forwards and see what we can see. Ah, we have you. 47% chance to hit. 40 time units. Let's crouch. 56% chance to hit. Wow, 4 damaged. That was so not worth it. Getting you into cover now is going to be problematic, and I appreciate that that is completely my own fault. But, stay crouched or move for cover. It's a very difficult one now. Even if I move you around there, you're never going to have enough time units to do any amount of damage to it. So we could have potentially needlessly endangered one of our soldiers here. Which does happen. We found the UFO at least. We know where that is. We do still have to be careful that nothing sneaks up from behind us. So we're going to move Missy and Garrett up. We're going to have a little look round in this corner at some point. So it's time for everybody else to start to move up into better positions. In fact, you can actually go there, Stephen, and get you to crouch. You won't be able to fire on this turn, but never mind. Arcane Cannon is going to move up. And I think Shadowhawk is actually going to try and make it around this way. So we could potentially deal with this alien who we're probably going to come out and kill James, which is going to be very annoying. Actually, no, he just seems to be stomping through the building. Shots being fired from the back of the UFO, or the side of the UFO, whichever you want to call it. Definitely some stuff going on there. I mean, the odd injury's fine, but these aliens are really annoying. We don't want to lose people if we can avoid it. Okay, let's move you over here. Check behind you. Turn and crouch. Okay, you have a 61% chance to hit. Still only a ridiculously small amount of damage. And that is not good. You're going to get round here. And you are going to turn, face and crouch. Can we actually move you out of the way? How many time units do you have remaining? Not really enough to get you to safety. Let's get you behind there. Doesn't leave you with enough to crouch, unfortunately. But at least you're watching the UFO's front door now, which I suppose is something. We'll put Shadowhawk here. That gives Shadowhawk a bit of a bead on the front door and this door here for when that guy comes back out. We are going to have to go and have a look around here. Yeah, we knew there was an alien over there somewhere. See, it's one of those annoying snipey type things. I do have a sniper here somewhere, don't I? Well, Stephen, what are your chances of hitting? Well, you did hit. You didn't suppress our own guys either, which is always good. What about Delicia? 73% chance to hit. Got the hit, no kill. 45% chance to hit. Okay, didn't get that one, but we did get a suppression. Let us use Garrett then. 40% chance to hit. And actually missed. I'm very surprised at you, Garrett. That's not good, because that puts you out of cover. With nowhere to go, really. Arcane Cannon. You're not going to get into a very good position to attack. Stephen now needs to reload. Missy doesn't have the right kind of weapon, so there's not a chance that you're going to be able to hit him from there. So if anyone can do it, it's going to be Arcane Cannon. So let's go over to here. We will crouch. I know that has used up some time units, but only an 11% chance. And it missed. It's suppressed though, so it only has half time units on this next turn. Let's end the turn and see how many people we lose. Can't actually see that alien in that building because I'm facing the wrong way. Right, he's withdrawing a little bit. But at least we know he's there. How many are we going to have inside? And of course I've got no idea what the layout of this ship is either. Okay, so we're going to need to do a little bit of exploration here. And unfortunately, Delicia, that is going to be up to you. Right, we have spotted it. He is behind some cover. Very cleverly positioned there, actually. I'm actually going to move Garrett a little bit forward so you potentially got a line of sight on him. And we're going to get Delicia to safety. Relative safety. And we're also going to move Arcane Cannon over here. We do need to go and have a look around behind this wall, which we'll probably go and do now. Right, can't see any aliens, but there is an open door, which does concern me slightly, because we don't know what's around. Stephen, you need to reload. Glad I brought a lot of ammo with you, because this is a truly amazing weapon. Let's get you forwards and crouched. Now, James, can you see that alien? No, which is worrying. Ah, there he is. I'm not convinced of your usefulness there, so let us get Shadowhawk over level with the door. 95% chance to hit. There we go. At least that is dead, and we're going to get you 5 behind the door. At least you're in some form of cover. You're going to crouch. You are not going to hide behind the explosive barrels because that is dumb, but you're going to come over here and watch the front door. Turn to face and crouch. I think I'm happy with that. He's still on the run, which is annoying, but at least he's not shooting at me, which is good. Now, I think what I'm actually going to do is have a little bit of a swap round with the soldiers over here. I think we're actually going to use Arcane Cannon to come and try and scout out this area, because I'd sooner have someone whose weapon is more multi-purpose, and we will get Missy to go alien hunting, because we will need Missy to actually get into the UFO anyway at some point. I'm just trying to actually see where that guy is, and he's right there. 95% chance to hit with Garrett. So another one dead. Would have been nice to capture one of those alive, actually. I never thought. I should have actually tried throwing a stun grenade. I do still have some, so there is a possibility that we can do that. Not too worried about that. We're going to start moving Stephen up, because it'd be very, very nice if we can get some suppression in the front door of the UFO. And we're going to start getting Astron up as well, with his pathetically small amount of time units. Although I think he had already moved. Oh, no, he hadn't moved because nobody had moved on that turn. We're going to put... I think I'm actually going to leave Shadowhawk there so he can sort of poke out and shoot in that door if need be. James, you're going to stay there. Delicia, you've actually found your alien. So I think you're going to start to move up on the side doors. Now, again, we've possibly got everybody who is... We've possibly got everybody who's outside. No guarantee. We are seeing some movement there, and we're hearing some fire, so there very well could be something. There's a lot of activity going on in this building, and that worries me. I just wanted to come and look through there so I can keep my eye on the staircase in case anything tries to come down. Missy, let's start getting you moving forwards again. Just have a cursory glance in there just to make sure that it is safe. Little bit of a strange thing there with the door animation, really. Let's turn you that way. And crouch. Missy. Not a lot of time units left for you to do anything there. I appreciate that, but not a lot I can do about that. Astron, you're going to come around to that side. Turn, face, crouch. Stephen, you're going to come over there so you're in a little bit of a better position to react to stuff. Garrett, let's start getting you moved up as well. Face the door. Now, I really do feel that Arcane Cannon has drew the short straw here. But we do need to check this place out. Nothing spotted yet, so let us hide in the corner. Let's end the turn. I can hear glass smashing. There's definitely something going on somewhere. The question is where? Okay. Looks like this area is potentially secure, but we will just check around the back to be certain. Let's open the door. Now, we've got a couple of these robot dudes, as expected. Well, we don't want to accidentally shoot Missy, so let's go for this guy. Did get a hit. No suppression, unfortunately. Not even sure if these guys can be suppressed, to be totally honest. 47% chance for a hit. Oh, there's actually 3 guys. There's another one in there. This is going to be very annoying. Gonna save some because we might need to shut the door. Astron, you're not really going to get a shot from there. James, you're quite a good aim. Take a shot. Did some damage, no kill. Take another shot. Wow, these guys have just got so much cover. They don't use cover, but they do end up with a lot of cover. Shadowhawk, can you hit any of them? 0% chance. 0% chance. You're actually in a bad spot there. So I am going to have to move you forwards. 24% chance. I mean, I might as well take it. 29% chance now. And we get the kill, so that was well worth it. Garrett. 84% chance. Got the hit, no kill. Reaction fire. Misses, good. No time for a second shot. So, let's close the door again. Who hasn't moved? Astron hasn't moved. You didn't really have the shot. Missy probably could have actually had a shot from there. Only a 16% chance to hit. With its pathetic 1 damage at that distance. Take another shot. Wow, that actually didn't have a lot of health, did it? And we can close the door again. Brilliant. We know there's at least 1 left in there. So, we've got an alien type that we have already seen before, but we've also got an alien type that we haven't. So, this type of ship must have some significance. There's obviously a reason why this ship has a different type of alien on. This is going to be very risky, but I'm just trying to spot where that other alien is. Yeah, this isn't good. This particular type of ship, of course, has teleporters as well, which means that things can move around quite easily inside it, which isn't that good for us. I'm going to put Stephen in a slightly, just very slightly better spot. We'll have a quick look around this corner with Arcane Cannon, just to make sure we are clear here. No upstairs, so we should be fine. Start moving you back towards the front line. Must have been this civilian here. See, now, even though that's only a civilian, I went all the way around this building, completely missed him. I knew that there was somebody around here because these doors were open. That could so easily have been an alien that I completely missed, that could have shot me in the side. So it does show that it is... You see, once they go out your line of sight, they're gone. And it does show that you really need to be very careful and check all your corners. And when you go into a new area, you need to turn around and look in every direction. It is such an important thing, and I completely failed to do it there. So it was pretty terrible on my part. Let's get you to crouch. We can open the slightly glitched door again. Can't see it yet. We like to leave the door open and end the turn just to see if we do get some movement. We are probably going to have to go in there at some point and have a look for it. I was just hoping that it would come out into the main room again, because I don't really like getting caught out by these things. And the ability to hide behind the door is actually quite nice when dealing with them. And there's lots of places where these things can actually jump out at me from, which I'm not really all that thrilled about. So let's get Missy in there. facing in an appropriate direction, hopefully. We do have these doors, so we do have to be careful with that. You don't have a lot of time units, which doesn't help you if something comes out of those doors, I'm afraid, but it's all we can really do. I'm going to get a few more soldiers stacked up on the door so that we can deal with anything that might come into the room. Going to move Garrett forwards as well, so I've got a sniper with a better line of sight. Stephen, I think, because we've got the ability to just open and close the doors, we don't really necessarily need to have Stephen in any great deal of cover. We will move Shadowhawk up. And, yeah, we'll get you to crouch. Let's end the turn and see what happens. Well, we heard a door. Obviously, our guys haven't seen anything yet. That sounded UFO-like. Just trying to get some better lines of sight here. I'm gonna be careful because Missy doesn't have full health at this point. And I have no idea where this alien is, or if it's going to just pop out of one of these doors and take shots at me or anything. I just do not know. Let's get our snipers in here. I mean, snipers are still very useful even at close range, so... At least that's the one good thing, unlike in the Firaxis XCOM, where snipers actually have a proximity penalty. So the closer something is to you with a sniper rifle, the harder it is to hit, which is perfectly valid. I mean, in reality, trying to hit something up close when you've got a zoomed scope is almost impossible. Now, does this ship have a second floor? It almost looks like it may do. Still hearing doors opening and closing. Could be civilians, though. Tempted to have a peek. Tempted to have a peek. Okay, so nothing in this room. That is interesting, which means whatever we're dealing with must be, or must have, gone up on these teleporters. And I've got the feeling that we're only going to find out if we're willing to go and follow. And I am, kinda, but I'm really nervous about it. Let's get Stephen over there. And crouch. Let's end the turn, see what happens. Because, yeah, this could be a two-tiered UFO. It certainly happened in the original XCOM. There were some UFOs that did have multiple floors. And if you remember, the actual reward for completing this mission was higher than the others. So, well, for airstriking it. Okay, so we've got a room with a door, which we're going to crouch down there. So there must be a higher number of aliens on this ship. I know James isn't really assault, but... So again, whatever we're dealing with is probably behind these doors. Well, we know these rooms are secure now. So that means it is a little bit safer to bring some additional folks up. Not the greatest amount of cover, though, is the problem. And snipers aren't the greatest way of dealing with issues like this either. And the problem with Stephen is he requires so many time units to fire. It's actually not funny. Who else could we get up here? We'll move Garrett in position to go up on the next turn. So we've got a sniper support on that side. We'll move Astron in this position. And you're just going to guard down here, I think. Let's end the turn. Not sure how many's left. Could be just the one. We know there is one because we saw it. It was just another one of these Androns. So it could just be another Andron. We are going to have to go and open the door. So let's face facts about that right now. Okay, so now we're a little bit more informed. We know we've got 2. 53 will allow you to do 0 damage. At least you didn't get killed in the return fire. You can't get to complete safety. That's the best you're going to do, and just hope that anything that comes through that door is going to get dealt with. So what we'll do is we will bring Astron up. Should have closed the door there, is what I should have done. 29% chance to hit. We did some damage. Didn't get the kill, unfortunately. Wow, quite a lot of them up here, it would seem. 35, 87% chance to hit. Okay, at least that's one dead. Now we can close the door and... Again, can't quite get back to safety. But we can bring somebody else up. So, let's get Garrett up. And let's get Garrett in cover and facing the door. Oh, this is getting hairy. We've already decided you're staying down here, but we'll get you upstairs for backup if we need you to at a later date. We could get you in, I suppose, as well, as every man's going to help, really. Don't suppose it really matters what side you go up. Let's end the turn. Hopefully we're just not going to get completely shredded. At least we did kill the one that had line of sight on us. We know there is at least 2 more up there. I actually think there's 3. Because I think there was one on this side as well. So let's do what we did before. We'll use James to open the door just because he's got a lot of time units. Oh, shots taken. Wasn't hit, though. And we've got one of these snipey guys as well. 53 time units for a 76% chance to hit. We'll take it. We missed. We'll use what time units we have remaining to get the hell out of there. Missy. So, we have at least 4, actually. If that hits, it's brilliant. If it misses, we're in trouble. Well, it landed where we wanted it to. Reaction fire. This is problematic. But not the worst thing ever. We could run over here and try and close the door. Which probably makes the most sense. Is get over here. Yeah, I know there's aliens there. I can see them. Close the door. Crouch. And wait. Send the turn. Well, we didn't get the kill. We did some damage. Not sure if we did enough. Didn't look like we did a lot. Okay, let's have the door open. Okay, we see you. Very low hit chance. And they're all lining up over there now. What are you like with a grenade, James? 64% chance. That could work. Reaction fire. Misses. At least we had enough to close the door. Let's close the door again. Well, that's got to have got at least one of them. It did 83 damage on one of them. Not too sure what all the different coloured ones represent, because whenever we capture them, they all seem to be roughly the same. Okay, we've still got you. 76% chance to hit, 53 time units. Gives me more than enough to kill you and withdraw. You're going to fire. It misses. Good stuff. Wow, there were a lot of aliens in here. Stephen. Well, there's one down. Let's get that door shut. Let's get Garrett over here, because he'll have a better much better line of sight if the door opens, because at least we know where they're going to come from now. So we'll get him crouched down. Same can be said for Shadowhawk, actually. You're going to be much more useful over in this direction. So let's get you to crouch down there. Let's get James back in, and that door shut. Let's end the turn. So what have we got left now? 2? I've lost count of how many we've actually killed. Seemingly, the invasion should be over, the amount we've managed to eradicate on this mission. You do have a lot of junk in your way blocking your shot, which is very unfortunate. Same can be said for Stephen, actually. I prefer if you moved out the way a little, and Stephen takes another shot at you. Well, there's another one dead. We have suppressed Missy, unfortunately, but she can still close the door. Oh no, she's completely out of time units now. You can close the door, though. 53 time units. We can take a shot and withdraw. Okay, that just destroyed our own cover. Reaction fire. He's destroying his own cover, so that's fine. Let's get you into safety and get that door shut. Let's end the turn. That might be the last one. And I'm playing this a little bit cautiously. But with the number of troops that we've lost recently, we certainly can't afford to be sacrificing people without need. So, yeah, you're moving around a little bit. 95% chance to hit. Got the hit. Didn't get the kill. Getting some reaction fire. Luckily, he missed. Let's get ballsy. I don't know how many people are left in here now. So this could be problematic. 77% chance to hit. We have a dead alien. And the mission is over. So we have a landing ship data core, an alien reactor, and a Harridan soldier. They must have been those sort of weird floating snipery things. We did lose one of the local forces. Not too bad. Andron officer, Andron soldiers, Andron warriors. Harridan soldiers. And quite a lot of stuff. 80,000, which isn't too bad. Garrett gets promoted to captain. Askren gets promoted to corporal, as does Delicia. So at least we're getting a couple of promotions there. Missy was already wounded. And actually has the Order of Terror awarded for the elimination of 20 extraterrestrial units in combat. As well as the Order of Merit for 10 extraterrestrial kills to Stephen. So actually quite happy with how that went. Got some new things we can research there. Not too bothered about that at the time being. Certainly need to keep our eye on this UFO. We don't want it intercepting our dropship. And I have seen that before. That becomes problematic because you have a very, very small radar range. You see the dropship actually has a little circle around it. That's the dropship's radar range, and it's quite easy for UFOs to sneak up on you. But we are back to base. We've got a relatively decent amount of money now. I still don't think we have enough to build ourselves another Corsair, because they're 300,000, so we're a little way off that, but we will get one of those at every one of our bases soon enough. But I'm actually quite happy with how that mission went. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Xenonauts, and I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye for now.